I will show you here how to set up the Capitalize V3 indicator. First, click on Indicators. Then click on Scripts on Invitations. You will see Capitalize V3 appear. Click on it. This is then displayed on the current chart, which is in our example Bitcoin USDT. We see in the strategy tester that we are at 25% profitability on a 4-hour scale. We can change the time scale to choose the one that suits us best, based on the data from the strategy tester. Here we see that we have a higher profitability but less positions taken. For the example, I return to the 4-hour timescale. As you can see, there are trend lines drawn automatically, which identify the different supports and resistances. Let's configure the indicator together. When you add it for the first time, a bar appears on the graph. You can configure it through this bar or through the strategy tester. I prefer to go through the strategy tester. Click on the small parameter icon. Different parameters appear. You can completely leave those by default. The application manages them automatically. Here, you always have the option to display the Fibonacci scale. Here, you can activate the margin call. It is necessary to activate the margin call if you are trading on an account with margin call, such as Binance features. So, I check Enable Margin. In account code, you must enter the private code that was provided to you when generating the webhook on the Capitalize V3 platform. This is the same as long as the exchange used is the same. In Properties, this is where you will define your initial capital, allocated to the capitalized indicator. The latter is only used for position-taking calculations. Here in the example, we are putting $28 because we have deposited $28 into Binance's futures account. The indicator will use all the funds available on Binance futures. Enter the amount that corresponds to the capital available in your Binance futures account. We put the order size at 30% equity. The rest, including commissions, is used to calculate the rate of return on the strategy tester. Please note, this does not take into account positions with leverage and distorts the calculation of commissions. Click on OK to validate. Once my private code is entered and I have defined my parameters, I will be able to define my alerts. For that, I define the time scale on which I would like the indicator to take positions. I then click on the little alarm clock, Add an alert. This window opens. By default, all of these options are checked. If not, you can choose the ones that interest you like in-app, email, or pop-up notification. Here, it is important to leave the condition as Capitalize V3 and to leave the Open and Webhook URL boxes checked. You must put this webhook because without it, you will not be able to trigger orders. If you want to have more actions, you can click on More Action and set to play a sound during an alert, for example. Define the name of the alert that seems most relevant to you to find your way around. For example, here, BTC USDT 4H. In Message, delete all that is automatically generated. Paste the text generated when generating the webhook on the Capitalize V3 platform. Then click on Create. A warning tells me that the alert may go off differently than expected. Indeed, TradingView cannot guarantee the functioning of the capitalized indicator. Click Continue Anyway to continue creating the alert. On your right, you have this shutter. If it is minimized, click on the Alerts icon. You will find your active alerts on the different timescales that you have defined. Here we see BTC USDT4H that I created with you. It is possible to pause an alert if I want the indicator to stop taking positions automatically on this alert. I can configure it again if I click Edit. Here I can, for example, change the name of the alert. If I want to do this on another pair, for example ETH USDT, I have to change the pair. I see the indicator's rate of return on a 4H scale. I can change the time scale to find the one that suits me best. When it's done, I click on Create Alert, and I do the same as before. The only thing that changes is the message generated on the Capitalize V3 portal. It is imperative to generate the message from the platform and not to edit it by hand. Otherwise, positions with margin call will not be made. Here, for more relevance, I will name the ETH USDT4H alert. Click on Create and on Continue anyway. An alert has been triggered on the ETH USDT4H alert. If everything is set up correctly, a buy order should be placed on Binance Futures. At any time, I can close the automatic position taking. Be careful. If you close the automatic position taking, the positions already open on the exchange continue to run. If you want to close them, you have to do it manually. A BTC or USDT alert was triggered on the 4H scale. A position will be taken on Binance Futures in our example. The indicator closed the short and opened a long.